Hey there, and I just finished watching Film Fatale's video on her top 10 favorite TV shows. And if you're not subscribed to her, I suggest that if you finish watching this video, you make sure you do so. That's FILMME FATALE. And really, seriously, she's a really great YouTuber. She puts out some awesome videos. And go over, like, sub, watch videos. You'll be hooked. So she did a top 10 list, her top 10 favorite TV shows. So I thought, that's a really hard list. I watch a lot of TV. Well, I did watch a lot of TV. And there was a lot of stuff that I could put in there. Stuff from my childhood. Stuff that I hoped, would still work over time. I tried to put in a combination of newer shows and older shows. I do have a certain type of program that I watch more so than any other, and you're probably going to see that there. And it's a little bit of a cheat here, but there are times when a series ties with another series for a certain spot. But that being said, there's always a reasoning behind it, and I can explain it away. So number 10, and I'm going to do these in order from 10 to 1. I rarely do that in my videos, so it's a rarity, which would fit for saying rarely. Okay. Number 10 is Twilight Zone, the original Rod Serling Twilight Zone. It was, and still to this day, is one of the most amazing shows I've ever seen. It fits in, and it molded me as a writer, as a dreamer, and at that time as a potential actor, to see some great performances, some great writing, some fantastic camera work, some really kind of risky stuff being done. Really liked it, and I have to say Twilight Zone is one of my favorite shows of all time. The episode with Burgess Meredith, Time Enough at Last, which is not the name of the episode, I don't think, but where Holly wants to do is read, or the infamous episode that's been parodied over and over again, To Serve Man, or Monsters Due on Maple Street. Just such great shows. This was a show that was remade not once, not twice, I don't think, but like 3 times. And but you can't beat the original. Just such great cast, such great show. Number 9, Twin Peaks. And what else can be said about Twin Peaks that hasn't already been said? I'm eagerly awaiting that Blu-ray box set that's coming out of Twin Peaks. Strong rumors that David Lynch has shot more footage for that box set. Really cool to see that, and I am so looking forward to Twin Peaks, revisiting it again. I remember loving the first season of Twin Peaks. I remember being confused originally when I saw the second season of Twin Peaks. I remember rewatching it and falling in love with the second season of Twin Peaks for 2 completely different reasons than I watched it for the original series, the original season. The first season is a very well crafted mystery, just very quirky, very Lynchian, and it's a one of a kind type of show. And when they go on, and the company, the network, forced David Lynch to clue up the murder mystery and go on with something else, it kind of lost a step, but it got it back in such a weird, different, unique way, and the ending of that series is haunting. Number 8 is my only comedy on this list, and it's Monty Python and the Flying Circus. Like Film Fatale, that was my comedy show that really it gave me my sense of humor that I have now. And it helped to form it. And this made the list just above what I was originally going to put on there was Fawlty Towers, which is another amazing, incredible, really funny show with John Cleese. But Monty Python, the Lumberjack sketch, is one of my favorite sketches of all time. There's just so much great stuff on there. How Not to Be Seen. Incredible stuff. Which became some incredible movies. Number 7 on my list is a tie, and it's a tie because it's two newer shows that I started watching this year. And both of them caught my attention equally. Both I am intrigued to watch every single episode of, and I'm excited every time I get to the next episode. And that is Bates Motel, which I absolutely adore. I think it's a fantastic series. It's gone in ways and directions that I would not have expected to go, and I really like that, and I appreciate that. And The Following, which I think gets better with every episode. Here's a show that could have been one note. It fleshed out the characters. It did something new. It did something different. And if you keep watching the show, you will be rewarded. The Following is the type of series that rewards you for your loyalty to it. And a great show. Everybody's been raving recently about Hannibal. Blu-ray Anonymous has raved about it. Filmme has raved about it. I only watched the first couple episodes of Hannibal, and I didn't get into it at the time. But I'm thinking I got to go back, watch it with fresh eyes, and check it out again, because I got a feeling that once I watch the first season of Hannibal, I'm going to fall in love with it. But for now, Bates Motel and The Following is tied for 7th place. 6th place is one that I'm sure is not going to be on anybody's list but mine, and that is Midsummer Murders. It's a show that's actually survived many different cast changes, and it's kind of incredible fun. It's a British mystery series. Really enjoy it. It's kind of just something different. Think about Miss Marple, but one, it's two guys. They're detectives, Barnaby and his partner, whoever his partner may be, and later on, whichever Barnaby it may be, because the lead actor does change, and the show does not miss a step. There are some great casting choices in this one here. And if you follow through and you watch the series on through, the casting choices reward you in a way that you would not expect. I love Midsummer Murders, and for a series of its type, it's pretty damn gruesome. Number 5 is a tie. One edges over the other, but I wanted to put the modern day one in here as well because it really deserves it. And Sherlock Holmes, Adventures of Sherlock Holmes with Jeremy Brett, was an amazing, cannot be beaten, legitimate follow through of all the Sherlock Holmes stories. For a modern take on Sherlock Holmes, Benedict Cumberbatch, who definitely watched a lot of Jeremy Brett growing up, Sherlock is fantastic. Both of these are Sherlock Holmes in their specific time frame, and they both are brilliant. Greatly written shows, some great cast, and just some incredible stuff. Number 4 is one of my favorite shows of all time, and one of the most revered box sets in my entire collection, and that is Thriller. Boris Karloff's Thriller was an incredible anthology series that works today just as well as it did back then. It's creepy, and episodes like Pigeons from Hell, just some really creepy, freaky stuff that you really got to see. If you haven't checked out Boris Karloff's Thriller, I highly recommend that you check it out. There are episodes there that you will not forget. If you hear that noise outside, right now they're clearing the streets because we had a really big snowstorm, and I'm still without water as we speak, so I apologize for that. Number 3 is another tie, and it's a tie from two of my favorite British murder mystery shows. They're both dark. They both star Robson Green. One is Touching Evil. The first episode of Touching Evil stuck with me for a very long time. Actually, the first series of Touching Evil stuck with me for a very long time, where it went in a very dark place that I really enjoyed. And the first episode, hey, you can't have a better villain than Senator Palpatine, the Emperor from Star Wars, and that's who they chose as the villain for the first episode of Touching Evil. Not the character, but as that actor, and he does an incredibly chilling job. War in the Blood, just an amazing show. Loved it. I think it went on for a bit. I don't like the American series aspect when it went to America. That wasn't my favorite, but again, a great show. War in the Blood, Touching Evil, Robson Green. You cannot go wrong with either one of those shows. Definitely check them out. This is driving me up the freaking wall. Number 2 is Harper's Island. Harper's Island is one of my favorite series of all time. It took an actual premise of a slasher movie and did it into, I think it was like 13 episodes, and let you flesh out the characters, like these people, embrace them, and then kill them off in cool, bloody ways every episode, with you not being sure who the killer is. And I gotta say, finding out who the killer was heartbreaking, and I loved every minute of it. Harper's Island was an incredible series, and if you ever wanted to know, ever want to see Callum Keith Rennie, and one of the reasons why I want him to be Constantine, there's only 2 people in the world right now that I can see doing Constantine in a new movie or a new series, and that's Callum Keith Rennie and Mark Warren. And my number 1 choice, Doctor Who. Doctor Who is a series that went on from the 1960s to today. It went off the air in 1989 after being forcibly cancelled by a programmer by the name of Michael Gray that just really didn't like the show. Well, to be more precise, his wife didn't like the show, and he helped get it off the air. He spent a lot of time sabotaging it and trying to get it canceled, and you know what? Years later, it's back. It's more popular than ever, and I love every second of it. Doctor is my number 1 show, and I gotta go because this is driving me up the wall, and finish my tea because it is time to go ballistic or drink some tea. So it's time for tea.